Today I want to dedicate a video to this little red hunk of junk and just how much it's added to my life. I bought this bad boy back in college, 2012. It's been with me through those years and through university. I got XL because I'm a big boy with big money, but also secondhand because I'm a small boy. Small money Davis. And it's still sturdy as fuck 6 years later. I've dropped this device more times than I deserve, and I think it gets its energy source from the sun. My first decision was between two games, Kingdom Hearts Drop Distance and Kid Icarus Uprising. And I picked right. Uprising is a joy, the sort of game that defines the system. Playing an on-rails anime with lovable characters, bad jokes, intense action. If only you could actually control the camera to see any of it happening. Then it came with a bunch of 3D camera and VR cards. Augmented reality was now gimmicky, but a thing. These were great for that new console feel. It can do anything. It can shoot terrible photos. It can chipmunk my terrible 2012 music and be a bad MP3 player. What can't it do? And whilst the idea of an app game where I could shoot ex-girlfriends in the face was weird, these features actually brought quite a lot to the device, but it still collected dust as my big red Pokemon machine for a couple months. God bless backwards compatibility, opening up the best game library in existence. Nintendogs, I'm talking Elite Beat Agents, Draglade, New Super Mario Bros., Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, Ranger, Conquest, Platinum, Hard Gold, Mario Kart. Eat that shit for breakfast, boy! And then there was Street Pass. And I spent a bad amount of time on Street Pass. I think in many ways my 3DS XL was my best friend in college. Well, it was my most consistent one anyway. And the Meat Plaza, oh, well, just have a look at my Meat collection. Hot damn, hot dog. Well, I say collection. I walked past some people. The puzzles in particular were just the cutest thing. Like, the cutest thing. It is honest to God a shame that 3DS has now gone scarce with the release of a Nintendo Switch because I want to finish these puzzles! Fuck! And then, it was time to turn over a new leaf. Animal Crossing was endless hours of gameplay. I shouldn't have ever reset my town. At the beginning of 2014, it was time for a new change, it was time to turn over a new leaf, but I actually killed my digital family. Shame that I've never been able to live off. I remember Rasha was a Mafia hit boss. Pate was my bestie, and Isabelle was the final boss. I remember adoring this game, I remember cloning items, I remember having all the fruits, going to visit friends, themed rooms. Honestly, much like my own bedroom, my room was just some cool shit that I found. But I, the little happy home designer that I was, made themed rooms, ranging from a functional cinema to a Scooby-Doo haunted house with all the costumes, very proud, and a buffet restaurant, which my villagers could come and sit in, but they never did. The Demper Men, it was just a bad trip in RPG form. The 3DS also taught me how the hell to play the Pokemon trading card game, Menus Ensue, and Mario, the original. Kind of a smaller title, had never played it. It's alright, pick it up. And then, I found Fire Emblem. Now, Fire Emblem, when you first look at it, looks ugly. It looks basic and ugly and like it could be on the Game Boy fucking Advance. But I have spent more time with the Fire Emblem series than any other game. You are the ocean's grey waves. Dun, 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 dun. Battling medieval waifus. Fuck yes! Amazing stories combined with genuinely difficult gameplay. Strategy games never looked so fine. When you lose a team member, you feel it. And also, hey, stop touching that girl! Fucking anime. Then I moved on to Gunman Clive, Mega Man X, Avenging Spirit, and Metroid, which I might actually play one day. Virtual Console was such a good invention, and it gives the Wii U and the 3DS so much more of a lifespan. 2013 was the year of Luigi. Never forget. And to celebrate, just like Luigi, I only bought games that were massive fucking disappointments. Mario Party Island Tour just ruined everything everyone loves about Mario Party. Sticker Star! Ugh! Ugh! A real case of where do I go syndrome. And the new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games also fit in this category. Difficult and boring means I have no interest in going back and restarting. On to a good game! Naruto Powerful Shippuden. Why was this good? Rock Lee reimagines the Naruto storyline. Good boss battles, a fun sense of humour, and just like Rock Lee, the game promotes an idea of beating your own record. Addictive shit. And then, after an entire childhood of being told it was the pedestal of gaming, Ocarina of Time 3D was... it's the best game ever made, apparently. I got an hour in and sold it. But that was fine, because on the horizon came Pokemon. When the graphics trailer for X and Y debuted, I flipped my shit. I remember exactly where I was. I was in college and unapologetically flipped. 3D Pokemon was a pretty big deal. It was also a pretty big mistake. Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, on the other hand, are two of the best remakes ever made. And it's not made for children. Okay, it's made for children. It's not made for little children with learning difficulties. One thing led to another, and Smash Bros. Debuted on the 3DS. Although I never play this game now, because I majorly upgraded, it's kind of insane that this handheld version exists and is as good as it is. It is the game that broke my circle pad, and it's also the game that breathed life back into the old thing. Maybe too much. How did this happen? The Rhythm Thief. Just a classy rhythm game. Tomodachi Life was barely a game. It quickly gets old, and it definitely has an inbuilt expiration date. But there's something definitely to Danny DeVito, Elsa, and Batman sharing a flat. Did Batman just say justice? Is Batman dreaming about justice? Oh yeah, I also put my dog in this.
Kill me.
Classic Dusty. It's funny, but when it's filled with people you don't talk to anymore, gets awkward. I'll never forgive you, Harry Slade, you motherfucker. You married my mum. You married my mother, you sick fuck.
Kirby, that's the name you should know. Kirby, he's the star of the show.
I have discovered the easiest game ever made. But Kirby is Kirby, and when Kirby gotta eat, you gotta eat. Then, oh god, I actually did buy that, didn't I? Lego Marvel Avengers. It was my first Lego game. I didn't know what I was doing. I just bought the wrong version and dropped it immediately when I saw what the PC shit was doing. This purchase was embarrassing. All I can say is I'm glad it didn't put me off the PC version. Damn. Project X Zone currently sits on my eBay list. I wanna sell it. It's a crossover between anime girls and real hard and noir gangsters who couldn't look more uncomfortable if they tried. Hilarity ensues. We are the ocean's grey waves. Da, 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 da. The new game, Fire Emblem Echoes, was a weird one. Still fun, probably the hardest of all of them, but super on rails. You don't get to form your own family or ship them and make them kiss in this one, but it's still the best Final Fantasy game I've played in a while. Final Fantasy, I mean Fire Emblem. Anyway, Final Fantasy. This was my first introduction to the series. Huh. A weird pick. And then Pokemon Sun and Moon dropped. I'm quite vocal in thinking they're the weakest in the series. They're tutorials, bright colourful tutorials that play the game for you. Oh, so you hold my hand here and not in the battle tree? Okay then, sure. That shit's fucking hard. And that brings us up to modern day. Those are all the brilliant and very, very mixed gaming experiences that Nintendo have brought me. With not only my favourite handheld, but probably one of my favourite consoles of all time. There's still a couple out there, but man, these are expensive! These things do not go down in price, man. And yet the 3DS has added so much to the last 6 years. It's been like a constant little companion through both college and university. And it breaks my heart that it now has a death sentence. In an ideal world, Nintendo would drop consoles entirely and just focus on making the best handheld in existence. But nah, this is the same company that are currently trying to sell us cardboard, so I don't really think they know what they're doing. So I think the time of the 3DS is coming to a close. I think for everyone else, they closed it long ago, but there's still some games I want to try out before it dies. I want to see how good Monster Hunter is. Let's play Majora's Mask. And you know what? I'll probably get swindled into buying Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well. Eventually. Now I rest you to sleep, brave prince. Holy shit, this thing has Pokemon Crystal? Oh, fuck yeah! This has been an advertised message from Nintendo.